Alright everybody, we're picking up our Shadowdark gameplay with Chapter 2 of the Ashen Hounds. Things went really bad for our heroes. They tried multiple charisma checks to try to avoid a conflict with a lot of feral, pissed off, angry halflings called the Howlers. We're diving right into some action. Let's see how they're going to get themselves out of this one.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Insane.
Yeah!
That guy's ambitious? Oh my Jesus. Where am I?
I'm at the... We're like right... Oh, wait.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we're dead. We're all at the bottom of initiative.
The arrogant one goes first. I like to point out, the surprised one isn't that surprised if he's going third.
Yeah. There's like two that go after our entire team. So
don't worry.
Okay.
I had
Well,
a pause
though.
during this whole
The bottom
initiative.
of the initiative, he's really shy.
Yeah.
You guys. All right.
I will not survive this.
So we need to go to the top here. Oh mercy.
You know the best part is, I can't see anything that's happening.
Okay, I'm gonna say that guy can't. This guy. If they're too far out, if they're more than a tier or two back, even with their slings and stuff, I don't think they can pull off anything. They can't attack. There's too many to be able to actually see you. So there's only certain ones that are going to be able to attack.
I can't believe the first encounters against like 10 enemies.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be fought. However, they can be triggered.
We said the right things. The dice were against us.
All right, this one here is going to try to shoot a painful howler up top. Is going to flick a sling at you. Here we go. Why is there? Oh, because I rolled the damage with it. Does a 12 hit you?
Me?
Yes.
No. I'm pretty sure it does. No, it does not.
Okay. Dink! Bounces off of you. Moving on is this is the one right next to you, to your left. Tries to clock you with a club.
I'm like the only target for these guys. No, that misses.
Do you use a shield?
You have a shield.
Yeah, so you
Remember,
basically...
that's what's glowing anyway,
Right.
so yeah, so...
With your shield, you bring it up and parry his club attack. Distracted. That's this guy over here. He's two out of the fight. This is the guy north of you, Barristan. He's going to club you.
Two things. I'll be back in like 1 minute. Also, the game's paused.
Oh, crap. Okay. I'm on pause. Thank you for telling me. 19.
That hits me.
Hits
19.
You. 2 damage. Bunk.
Hey.
As he cracks you in the head. I will point out that despite them being hostile, you can always keep trying to take charisma actions to plead with them, or you can fight them. It's up to you.
I don't know. I think we burned through all of our charisma attempts with him, so...
It's up to you. It's up to you. Just the DC could change,
maybe
right?
if we take out half of them, maybe we can intimidate them.
This guy's going to do a sling. I'm going to roll.
I think I'll be dead by the time it gets my turn anyway.
Low is you, and high is Thorin. So 1 is Barristan. So 2, he's actually trying to flick his sling, and it's going to go past you, and is coming at Thorin. Yeah. Oh, it was a high roll. That's, I assume 19 is a good hit. So
yeah, AC 12.
Dink. As you get hit. Moving on. The leader steps back here. Behind the pole and is just barking out commands saying now only to people now they spoke, by the way, they spoke human once you came up to them, I'll say, so that everyone knew the conversations, but now he barks in Dwarvish, so only people who can speak Dwarvish hears him say, subdue them, I want more answers, take them down. And that's all he's doing. Thorin, you're up.
And I'm gonna say they're gonna try and take us prisoner. Can I swing at the Grateful Howler if I needed to? I'm not saying I'm going to yet.
Yeah, I'd allow it. Yeah, it's fine.
All right. I'm not. I'm going to try and heal Barristan. I just wanted to know. All right. I'm gonna try Cure Wounds here, and it's a what was the DC on these Cure Wounds again? 11.
11.
11, yeah.
Yeah, if you just click on the spell, it'll sort of.
Okay.
Woo!
And you roll,
Yes!
roll a d6.
Then roll a d6. Really, anything but a 1 would be nice. Nice.
Whoa. There you go.
Woo!
I just put my hand out on his back and firmly, because I'm not doing the fluffy touching he was doing on me, and show him how to do it. And that's my action. After I said that they're going to try and take us captive.
All right. This guy's a bit.
And then I'm going to try and take. I know I'm usually tanking here, but I need Krug to be able to get up. Can I kind of do a replacement move with Krug, or do I have to go past him?
There's no opportunity attack, so you can just move back behind him.
No, but he wants to swap places, I think, is what he's saying.
Yeah, I was wondering if I can move past him if I can. I'm just wondering if it's like a thing that we can do where we just kind of swap spots.
Not really.
Because I know if he can get in there and hit that guy up in the corner, probably more useful than him standing back there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that anyway.
Yeah, I don't think we can move the other tokens without doing like shove actions and stuff like that.
Okay.
That might get.
So I'm going to
weird.
back up just to, give Krug a
Yep,
chance.
for sure. And the next couple people are too far back. I'm only letting 2 tiers of people attack at a time. My picture is just too packed, right? Like I can't have. They all can't be flicking swing. They'd be hitting. They don't want to have friendly fire and taking it to their own people. So, Zale, you are up.
Okay, having peeked up here, I'm going to move around, get in the first trap, and I'm aiming up at the surprised howler.
Okay.
Are you on the trapped floor?
No, I'm one block behind it. It's right here.
Oh, okay.
I
Like,
went
it looks
around
different
it.
from where I am, and I couldn't tell.
Because my last turn I peeked up, so now I'm just hoping if any of them do make it past you guys, they got to go around the trap.
I'm wondering if this is one of those situations where I should give disadvantage to the ranged attack. I don't want to give it out too often, but it's a tight hallway and you're shooting past 3 targets in a hallway.
Okay, so what happens if I fail, though? Do I hit my ally?
I won't make that happen. No, I won't make unless you're rolling that one.
Okay.
I think this. I said I would let have.
You did mention if there was a lot of obstacles.
Yeah,
in the way.
at least 2. But you're really shooting through 3 friendlies to hit a third. So I'm going to say through a disadvantage.
Okay. And I'm rolling my longbow, right?
Yes.
Disadvantage.
That is not enough to hit, unfortunately. If it's just 2, if it's just Krug and Barristan, I won't give you disadvantage. But if there's 3, I will, just for the record.
Okay, and that's it.
Because I don't want to like nerf you too bad, but situational. Barristan, you're up.
Okay, I'm still alive in my turn. Okay, yeah, I'm going to. Did all 3 of the guys around me attack? I'm just trying to see. So, oh wait, I can do
no.
this.
This guy, Miserable, is next in the initiative order.
Okay, I'm gonna make an attack of Miserable.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm just going to do that. So let's see. Just gonna be a
Oh
normal
crap!
attack.
I just
What?
realized I'm forgetting one of their rules.
What?
For the record, they have the mob rule. They deal +1 damage if they're in melee besides an ally.
Jeez. Anyway, I just rolled and my light went out, so at the same time.
Yeah.
But I rolled before my light went out, FYI.
Yeah.
I got a 12, and I rolled max damage 6.
Okay. So it appears you miss. And so they have a high dexterity because they're halflings, and then they most of them
He's
are...
probably like 15 or 16 then.
All right, I'll be nice.
Wow.
I'll be nice and say that one that you have doesn't have a shield, and I'll let that hit. But from here out, note that they have shields. Okay.
Okay.
So and you did 6 damage.
6 damage, so it did max damage.
That killed him.
Okay.
And with that, yeah, you realize between their agility and their shields and leather armor, they're actually quite a match.
Oh, we are not going to survive this fight. Okay, then I'm going to move.
This is a game of TPKs. I told you that coming in. And you step back out of the darkness, stumble through your allies, and make it back as far as you can.
Yeah, I'm just going right back here. This is as far as I can get.
All right, Krug. I'm going to point out, you can't see any further, so if you step up there to attack any of them, you're going to be at disadvantage on your attack because you'll be in the darkness. But you feel that they're going to have disadvantage as well, because as far as you know, halflings also require a light source to see.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to charge up to where Thorn was, and I'm going to hold my attack for when I can see one of them.
Are you going where Thorn was here or where Barristan was?
Thorn was.
So Thorn was back here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I can see one, I'm swinging.
All right. Fair enough. Ambitious guy. He's way up north. He can't do anything. This one, the shy one, can. We're going to say that he was one of the ones with a sling, so he's going to try and let me get from his point of view now. He's in the dark, and you're in the dark. He's actually just going to fall back towards the light because he can't see you.
Are you saying he's not going to take a shot in the dark?
Nice. All right. Back to the top. Arrogant one in the back. Again, he can't see. From his point of view, he can technically see your guy's light source far off in the distance there and probably see a little bit of Thorin. But the problem is there's way too many people in between him to try to pull off a shot like that. This one up north can't see. So he's going to fall back towards the light. Luckily for you guys, these... All right. You get bumped into, Krug, as somebody tried to move through your square and didn't realize you were there, essentially. So I'll let you, if you want to take an attack at disadvantage against this figure that just bumped into you.
I was holding till I could see somebody.
All
so
right.
I was waiting for the light.
So this one bumps into you as this movement, and then is going to attack at disadvantage with a club. That's a 6. So he swings, and you just hear the whoosh of a club that pings off the wall next to you, missing you. And this one up here can't see either, so they're like, we need light! We can't see! Where did they go? Grateful. This one here is essentially the same thing. There's one north of you, Krug, and it's just like, oh, somebody there! Somebody there! And he's swinging his club at disadvantage in your general area.
I don't want to interrupt,
Dunk.
but I will point out that you can tell my torch on the ground is barely flickering.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's
yes.
about to go out, too.
Yes, yes, it is. It definitely is. Okay, so he swings and misses in the dark. This one here kind of stumbles forward, bumps into his ally, kind of bumps a bit up north, and is just stumbling around in the dark and trying. He's going to make Oh, everything goes dark. Dex check. And you felt something move past you, Krug, in the dark. It's like, get out of the way, idiots, get out of the way! And it shoves past you, probably assuming you were one of its, in total darkness, just assumed you were one of the his allies. But either way, it moved past you and down the hall, but you don't know where. And then now you hear the leader in the back, get a light over there! And he rips up one of the torches from the fireplace and chucks it over in that area. So, if you'll give me a quick second, we're going to grab a light source.
Probably throws it at one of his own guys and lights him on fire.
That'll be fine.
Do us a favor, buddy. Take out some of your own guys.
Okay, let me just see. I'm going to go with this and light it up.
That's
I'm gonna roll a d3 to see which one of those squares it lands on. Krug, you are number 2. Oh, well, okay, so I rolled. Like I said, your block was essentially block 2 out of 3 because you just chucked it down in that area. So it's just and it lands down there. I'm not gonna say it hits you and lights you on fire or anything like that. But because he literally just kind of like threw it across the floor. There's a good chance that if you throw a torch, though, I'd say it would go out. So I'm just going to do a 2 in 6 chance. Because I think it says in the book that they can be extinguished in a 2 in 6. So a 1 or 2, it would have went out. But no. Skims across the floor, and then there was light. Thorin, you're up.
Now can I take my attack?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I can see it down there.
Yep. You,
So I guess as you see the light like skitter to my feet, and you see like the surprised Howler looking up, when suddenly he's going to be very surprised as an axe is coming straight down as he looks up.
All right. The moment the torch lands under your feet, you got that sinister grin.
Yeah, just the underlight, just like make your face look absolutely badass.
Well, good luck, because they have a high AC. I'm going to say that the ones in the back with the... I got a couple in my head that just have slings. So they might not all have shields.
So does a 19 hit?
If a 90 doesn't hit them, then we should just leave.
Oh, it hits. It hits. Which one were you attacking?
The surprised one, the one right in front of me.
All right, you cleave them through.
As soon as I'm gonna haul like just a full overhead swing, and I'm going to bisect the one in front of me, and then I'm gonna turn menacingly with the light pointing up to my, like reflecting up from my to the bottom of my face where I can see the next one, and I'm only just glaring and snarling at the next one as I haul the axe, dripping with blood from his friend, and turning next and menacingly glaring next to him.
That's a pretty good description. I like it. I tell you what, just for a bit of cool factor, but also a little bit of GM grace at the same time as cool factor, you can have a luck token.
You probably scared the one to the right of you, but the one to the left of you looks enraged.
For your cool narrative description. Thorin, you're up.
All right, so the light pops on, and this guy is like next to me. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
We tried to do this civilly.
I'll point out that he is scared based on his name.
Yeah, well, that's yeah. Got to swing at the scared guy. Let's see.
All right, you swing, and he puts up his shield and blocks it.
And then I'm gonna say, use the hallway, funnel him back into the room. And I know, I can go down here.
Yeah.
Into the dark. I don't even know where my buddy is. I'm just gonna go down another step into the dark.
Okay, you pushed into Barristan, so you don't have enough movement to move past him, so you'll have to go north one more, or you could go diagonally.
No, once I realized he was there, I'll just
you kind of bump into him in the dark, and you realize he's occupying that space. All right, this one. This is another one that has a club, so. No, he was a shooter. So he's going to fall back to here and use his sling. As he flicks it at Krug. Wow. And ping! A pebble hits off the ground, or the wall behind you. The remorseful Howler also had a sling. Goes back towards a bit of light. Lets a rock whip over there. Oh no. I think that drops Krug.
It does. I am down.
Oh no!
Yeah. So,
I see nothing.
why is nothing happening?
Oh man, they just David and Goliath you.
Oh, I was just damaging the torch. Hold on.
The torch can take the damage. It's good for it.
the torch is down.
All right.
Crushes down.
I was like a ticket away. I'm like, why is his health not moving? With that, a rock whizzes through the air, and it hits Zane in the head. I will point out, based on the order that he was given, and it says in the book, like I've described to you guys before, anytime you do damage, you can choose lethal or not. So that is non-lethal, but you are KO'd. Because as he said, he wants you for answers. So,
So is Krug who's out or Zale?
It's Krug.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
yeah. So enraged, which is this thing is in my way constantly. This character sheet. So the enraged one is right here. He rushes up to. That's as far as he can get. He rushes up to the corner. He's holding his shield. And Zale, you're up.
I'm shooting the enraged one right there.
That just ran up. Okay.
Yeah.
Get a straight shot. And he blocks it with the shield.
Shit.
Bears, you can
I'm
move.
taking a step back into
Yeah,
the
I
darkness.
was gonna say you can move back if you want.
Okay.
Barristan, you're up, and you're in darkness.
Okay. I don't even know where Krug is. Like, okay.
You just.
I've no. Okay.
All you heard was a dunk and then a clatter of. There's a lot of sound effects going on.
Yeah. So I was debating putting light back on as my action. Now I'm just wondering if I should attack. Like, the darkness seems to be working in our favor, to be honest. So I think I'll just try to attack.
Darkness
The
is my
enraged
ally.
Because I don't know where Krug is.
No.
Like, both the player and the character.
And to be fair, you probably wouldn't know because
No.
there's so many sound effects. You don't know if that was the sound of a.
Okay, I'm going to take a step up. I'm going to try to attack the enraged Howler because I can see him with a bit of light.
You got to go up another one. You can't end your movement on the same square as your friend.
Oh, I didn't know anyone was there. Sorry, he didn't show up for me. Oh, there we go.
I know, you're in the dark. You push past.
Now I can see. Okay, now
Darkness
I can see
is to our
Krug.
advantage.
Okay, and I cannot get to him. Okay, I'm going to attack the enraged Howler. Let's see here.
I hope you guys can roll better. No.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
But you still got movement left. You only moved 2 squares so far.
Yeah, I'll go. Well, I can't move through them though. So I'll just move down, I guess.
Okay.
That's me.
Yeah, just right. Yeah, I just sort of like push back to where I was.
All right. Luckily for you, Krug, I'm not doing the whole death thing because they intentionally tried to knock you out. So you're just unconscious. I will say you can still roll your check for get a nat 20 to get up, though. So if you just roll a d20, and if you can get a nat 20... Oh, it was almost a 20. On my screen, it rolled over.
I can see the 20 right there.
Okay. This guy flanks up here and rushes up. I don't even know where Shy Howler is. This is one with a sling. Okay. And Arrogant is which one? This one. This is also one with a sling. He just steps up a little bit, hides in the shadows. This guy moves up to get in position. And the other 3 are staying back for defense. Pushes through all of his allies, comes up here. From his point, you guys are in the darkness. I don't think he can see anybody. Yeah, he just stumbles up here. And he is going to try to move south, but bump into you. And then he's going, so once he realizes you are there, he's going to attack you with disadvantage. Actually, from his point of view... No, that's your point of view. Alright, he's going to attack with his club at disadvantage, though. There you go. Whew. You easily parry that. Scared. Tries to move up. And he can't. And he bumps. And he can't. And he knows where the trap is. And he ain't doing it. And he steps back. He can't go anywhere. He's not willing to step into the asset, and he can't end his turn there.
That's why I went down here to where I went.
He literally can't fit in there. I guess technically he could. He can. Well, he's going to try and push past you guys. So he's got to do. We quickly see what it is here. Moving through. Move through. Strength or dex check to move through enemies. I'm going to say this is pretty difficult given the situation. I'm going to make it hard for him. He'll need 2 hard checks to push through you. Success. And failure. So he manages to shove past Thorin, but he can't fully get past Barristan, so then he's forced to basically get shunted back to where he came from. Leader ain't doing. Thorin, you're up.
All right, not a lot I can do here, but swing away. So I am going to try that on Grateful Howler.
It's a hit.
Whew. All right.
Ooh,
And
more
he's-
damage though.
And he's in.
Yeah.
He's in the light, and you hit him for just 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just 1 damage.
Oh, it is.
Are you gonna hold your ground there? You do have a good position.
I'm in a great position right now, so I'm going to hold that
I don't blame you.
until I lose the advantage. Yeah.
All right, he's gonna halt. Stay back here to help protect. You guys are using. At least you got this funnel thing going. So these 3 are hanging back here to basically protect their leader, while the rest of them try to dogpile you.
Also, can I say something real quick?
Yep.
Assuming now these guys just filed out, and I told everybody to file back, I'm going to say I think Krug's down.
Yep.
That's it.
All right, moving on. Enraged Howler can attack you on an angle. Now, technically, he doesn't have light source on you, so you got it at disadvantage with his club attack. Does a 14 hit you?
14's a hit, yeah.
That's with disadvantage too. Wow.
I like to have the disadvantage because the other one shows a 20 from.
Yeah, it showed a 20 for me too on the other one, so.
Big hit. His maximum damage with his club as he.
Whoa!
4 damage. Zale, you are up.
Okay, so I'd like to point out that there is still amazing statue opera being played during this combat.
Yes, indeed there is.
And Zale is going to try to shoot the Grateful Howler.
All right.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
My God, come on! You got +4 to the attack.
Wait, do you have advantage on that somehow?
No.
Oh.
It just it rolled a d12 with it. That's what you're confused about.
Oh, your thing's a D12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just
I just
rolling
thought it
so
looked like
bad.
2 D20s. I
Too
wasn't
bad
sure what
I
that
can't
was.
hit anything.
Barristan, you're up. And you just heard in front of you a big grunt come from Thorin as he took all that damage.
Try to heal Thorm, or I can try to take out one of these guys with like a ranged attack. But my healing hasn't been the best. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try to heal.
All right. Good luck.
Okay. Why can't these guys be undead? I have an excellent solution for that. This is like a really hard first encounter.
Oh,
Nope. Oh, I did succeed. Okay, I forgot what the +3. Okay, I just succeed.
barely. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so roll a d6 to see how much he heals. He healed 5. So you're right back up.
5.
Just to know, I had a luck to spend on that.
Okay. I thought I failed, but then I forgot it was +3.
And no movement from you, I assume.
No.
Okay. Krug, give me that nat 20.
I want to get the Krug, but there's too many in between.
We're not getting the Krug.
You're down.
We're not getting the Krug, which Krug would be the most effective in this fight.
Howler.
I'm assuming Krug's dead.
15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
Me too.
Okay, so I got to do 2 dex checks again. So this is the first one. Failed. So this guy tried to shove his way through again, but he can't get through. Shy Howler steps up. Can't really go. He's not going to go much further, and he can't get down that hallway. You guys got him really bottlenecked in here. This was keeping you in the fight. That's for damn sure.
That's why I had like all these guys around me as almost their only target. We had to do this.
These guys are just piled up as much as they can, waiting their turn to be able to move in. So Grateful Howler is attacking with. He needs a light source. He's basically Thorin. You're exactly in the dark. You're like your back is up against the wall.
Yes, we are the monsters.
We're in the best. This is why I think that's why I said I shouldn't use the light. It's in our advantage right now.
Like, look, he this guy north of you just missed because of the dark.
Yep.
This guy here, again, has got to try to do 2 dex checks to try to push his way to get up into the fight. First one passed. He needs a second one to get up there. Oh, nat 20. So this guy pushes past everybody and makes his way up here and pushes his way into the dark. And he knows that you're behind him, and he's attacking, but of course at disadvantage.
Who's he attack?
Oh, I guess I'm going to randomly roll to see who. 1 is Rosebeard, 2 is Barristan. Barristan, he was trying to attack you with a 14.
And he just hit me with a 14.
All right. 1,
that was
2,
a nasty
3.
hit.
A big bunk as he just pushes past you and turns backward. You can't see what he's doing, but you felt somebody push past you, and then you got a hit with something upside the head. All right.
I have to heal myself.
He's so dead.
Thorin, you're up. You felt someone push past you, but you can clearly see somebody north of you in the light.
I gotta go for the clearly guy.
Go for the clear guy. Go for the clear guy.
I gotta keep trying to keep this funnel down. All right, let's keep macing it up. Hey.
Yeah, buddy.
Did you roll 2d6 and only get 3?
He did.
Let's not talk about my damaging. Let's just talk about the critical
I think
success.
that guy's still not dead. Like, oh my god.
Oh.
You need to do, I think, one more point of damage.
So these guys have 5 HP, and I don't know what their AC is, but it's high. It's probably like at least 15 or 16. Oh my god. And there's like 9 or 10 of them.
All right.
So a critical hit doesn't buy me any more hits or anything.
No, it doubles the dice damage, which is why it automatically did it. It's just you rolled poorly, unfortunately.
I roll very poorly, yes.
This guy is attacking you with disadvantage, the guy in the corner.
These guys are too tough to be minions.
Oh, you totally critical failure. I'll say that he bonks his ally. Trying to lean around the corner and swing his hammer. He's gonna club his buddy, and I guess that would finish. Does he only have 1 hit point left? He does. All right, a bit of grace on your side from. So you can see in the confusion as this guy lunges in and attacks you into the dark. This other guy, the enraged Howler, trying to lean around the corner, just swings wildly with his club and accidentally bunks his other guy in the head and knocks out his ally. Zale, you're up. Over there.
The enraged Howler has been more effective at killing Howlers than I have.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to try killing Enraged Howler.
I think everyone, all of us have killed at least one of these halflings except for Zale.
I haven't killed anything yet.
Oh right,
I've hit this guy.
2 hits. You got 2 hits on him, but he didn't die.
and poor Zale is like rolling shit over and over again.
I'm gonna sit in the dark and cry.
Barristan, you're up, Barristan.
Okay, I'm gonna heal myself because if I take another hit, I'm dead.
Are we still like back to back at this point?
Yep.
Yeah, we're still back to back, so I'm going to attempt to heal myself.
I love it. Oh no!
Well, for me it was like Peter, like a 17. And then,
All right, I'll throw you a luck for that.
All right.
Okay, last luck of the party.
Nope.
But
Krug got one.
Oh, Krug got one. Oh yes, yeah. Okay.
For being cool.
For being cool. Okay, now it is actually 17. Okay, so I heal myself. I'll roll a d6. Let's see how much I heal.
You heal things like I damage things.
Okay, I heal 2. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, you already got that up.
Krug,
Okay,
show-
and I'm just gonna stay where I'm too, because I don't know if any of these other tiles are trapped.
All right, Krug, roll a nat 20 for me, please. Oh.
That's the 17.
Come on! Can we lower the DC each time?
This guy runs up and he attacks into the dark with his club. And due to the darkness being Thorin's ally makes him the ultimate tank. And it misses. Shy Howler also moves up. He doesn't have enough movement to keep going. He'll try to bush his way through next time. Arrogant also moves up. To get in position. Painful Howler can't bottleneck in yet. Distracted one. Okay, this is the one in the dark down here. So, stumbling around in the darkness, I'm going to roll. A 1 is Barristan, and a 2 is Thorin. So, Barristan, same guy's trying to attack you again at disadvantage.
He's gonna hit me with disadvantage. I got good AC, but he's still gonna hit me. Yeah, he hits me. He's rolling really well.
Is there somebody behind me?
You hear
Hey,
another big
how-
oh! As
So I'm
Bar-
down to 1 HP. Yeah, 1 HP I'm down to.
This guy is pretty good fighting in the dark.
Yeah, he's really good in the dark because he keeps hitting my. I've got decent AC, and he keeps hitting me in the dark.
All right, Thorin, you hear Barristan bang up against you with a big grunt. A splatter of blood goes over your head.
I wouldn't know that.
No.
Splatter over my head.
Well, sorry, I meant in your face.
Oh. Oh, God.
Well, it's the back of your head. It's a better way to put it, right? Because you're back
It's
on.
in your hair, even worse.
Yes.
It is. Oh, so gross. All right. You are not having any luck. Maybe if Zale shoots that guy that you're fighting in the dark, he might hit that guy.
All right, Thorin, what would you like
Oh,
to
I'm
do?
up. Well, I got to keep swinging at the guys in the light. I can't stop this little train here.
Yeah.
I just hope, my guy behind me doesn't die.
Try to keep hitting those guys. I'll heal myself when it comes back to my turn, so I'll be able to act before that other guy.
Oh,
Oh
No! You guys need to roll better. Please roll better.
these guys are rolling with disadvantage and hitting us.
All right,
yes.
this is the club guy with disadvantage on the corner.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he got
Are
me
you
that.
kidding me?
I'm just saying that I hit every single one I attacked, and I have killed everyone I have attacked.
How's that working out for you?
I'm taking a nap right now.
Well, lucky for you, it's only 1 damage.
No regrets.
Taking a short rest.
Jeez.
There's only 1
Yes.
damage, Thorin. Luckily for you.
That's fine. This is what I'm built for.
Zale, our Legolas of the party, is up.
Come on,
Not
buddy.
really.
You got this.
If you could only
Oh.
hit.
No.
You easily well, not easily, but if you could just hit them. All right, you fire in to that line.
Sales going home soon.
Barristan, at least you're up.
That's all right. We already thought you went home.
Hey, I gotta heal myself.
Yep, you do. You just gotta hope he misses once or swings.
I
at
know
me.
he's gonna miss once.
Hey,
Whew, I thought I was gonna land on a 1 for a moment. Okay,
All right.
heal. Come
No
on, give me a
whammies, no
good
whammies,
heal.
no
Good
whammies.
heal.
6,
Come on,
6,
good
6.
heal. Come on.
What is that?
Oh,
A 6!
Yeah.
I'm up. Ooh.
All right, Krug, give me that 20. Your poor healers can't get to you, unfortunately.
Oh, there's a freaking conga line of people trying to get out here.
All right. Ambitious Howler attacks into the dark. Their numbers are dwindling, though. We're going through the rounds pretty quick. Oh, I forgot to roll at disadvantage. Or did it?
Yeah.
Yes, roll at disadvantage.
You forgot to roll with disadvantage. Roll.
All right, another normal roll. It's a miss.
Ooh.
This guy is going to try and push through. He's going to need 2 dex checks of DC 15. Fail.
So we can't let another person over there by Barrister.
I can only take 1 hit at a time.
This guy, 1, 2, 3. he could technically do it if he can pull off 2 15s in a row. It's a 15, and then he needs another one, which he does not get. A bunch of guys are like trying to push up Thorn and get past you and Barrison, and are like trying to shrug their way, and you just see like, and you shove them back, and they get pushed back into this Congo line. It's like they're literally trying to like.
Can we start pushing these guys into the acid when they fail a check?
You can take a shove action to shove one in if you want.
I like it. I'm just swinging, but that's all I can do.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Oh, it's not your turn yet. I think.
Not? Oh, I thought it said. I could have swore it said Thorn. Sorry.
No, it's fine. So we can ignore that. You would have missed anyways. No, I was just clicking the arrow, and now it's Scared Howler, which is the guy in the dark that keeps bunking Barristan. So
He's not that scared.
okay, so again, because it's the dark, a 1 is Barristan and a 2 is Thorin.
All right, at least this is better for you now. You might actually get an attack at this guy.
Yeah, so this guy's attacking, but at disadvantage as he swings with a club at Thorin. Oh, he dropped
Beautiful.
the nat 20, by the way.
This is the only time he's missed.
Gorek goes up now. Thorin, it's your turn.
Okay. Come on.
Come on, start dropping them, guys. Start dropping them.
Yes!
Please describe to me, how do you want to do this? To this point.
I'll swing, and it will just the mace will kind of cave into him and stick, and I'll swing back, and he'll just kind of flip into the acid pit and start sinking.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And with that brutal kill, I'm going to make them take a morale test, because I think they're almost at 50% of their starting number. Are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I wasted
6,
all my
7,
good rolls on
8.
like the test game because I rolled like
8
3
errors.
crists that game.
Oh, they're not quite at half. So I will make them more morale, but I'm going to lower it down to making it an easy check for now, because they're not quite at half. I'm just doing this narratively because you just brutally killed them. And Gorlock's point of view, he just hears like they're funneling in, and he's just hearing like it's like howlers howling as they die. So obviously he's good, very good chance he's going to pass this. He needs to make a wisdom check with only a DC 9. So odds are they're going to stay in the fight. Yes. Okay. So for now, they're staying in the fight. Back there. Which guy is this guy? Back there. This guy. Steps over the corpse. Oh no, you pushed him in the acid. So the enraged Howler steps up and swings into the dark.
Isn't it acid there?
Nope. The acid is these 4 blocks here.
Yeah, got me.
You dropped the nat 20 though.
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot, thankfully.
1, 2. It's only 2 damage as he clubs you. Zale, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the enraged one. Probably gonna miss, but, you know.
Dude,
Oh,
what kind of luck do you
Just-
have?
Yeah, like statistically, you should have hit something by now.
Jeez, it feels bad, man. Barris,
I would like to use my luck point for him to re-roll that.
really? Oh, okay. All right, re-roll it there,
Come on,
Zale.
this is it. He's
Come
giving
on,
you
come on.
everything.
A luck point's been spent.
Yes!
There's a luck point that did it, and 19
Look at the friggin'
did the arrow
damage!
go through like 3 halflings.
that can almost kill 4.
Holy shit, that's excessive.
And you know what? I think with the critical effect, I'll allow it to kill 2. I think,
Yeah,
I
just
think that's
skewer
fair.
through. They're halflings.
Because this guy only got 5 hit points, which still leaves like a ton of damage to come through. I'm gonna say 2. 3 would be a bit much, but I think 2
Yeah,
is
2 is
fair
fair.
to make this epic moment. Wow.
I think you should make another morale check after that.
When it comes to their turn, yeah. Krug, you can roll.
Yeah.
So don't you worry, Krug's gonna stay down.
Come on, nat 20, nat 20.
I got half of it. It's on layaway.
Nat half of 20.
All right.
at least the light is keeping you warm.
You know what? I'm not scared of the dark right now.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay. I'm gonna. When it gets to the leader's turn, it says large groups use their leader's wisdom modifier. So it's gonna be whether the leader calls a retreat or not. So when we get to him, Oh, this guy steps up.
He's arrogant.
That was brutal, though, for him to see that.
Oh,
Yeah, if there's only one morale check per party, and it's only once they hit half, so I don't have to keep doing them. I gave you a free one earlier. Now he's going to step up and attack with disadvantage into the darkness. He is a bit shaky, though, considering what the hell's going on here. Oh, okay, he misses. After just seeing that brutal shot. This Howler steps up, tries to swing around the corner with disadvantage. 11 misses, right?
Oh, just a miss. Yeah,
Just misses. Distracted, he's in the back. And now we get to Gorb, whatever the hell his name is. All right, so he needs to now make a DC 15 Wisdom check. The leader does. DC 15. Okay.
Well,
ooh, he's stubborn.
He's stubborn. He's just like, you just hear cursing in the distance. And he's just like, no. Or I was like, keep at it, Howlers. Take them down. And, yeah. He is doing something. Thorin, you're up.
all right, rinse and repeat. No.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. The naive. I'm going to say you guys... You do hear the clattering of things in the distance. Like almost like planks being... and things being broken and whatnot. Some weird sounds coming from...
Anything else coming into this?
From the far west. Yes, random encounter! Zale, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot.
Whoa. It's not a nat 20, but it's a hit.
Hey, it's a dirty 20, and it takes one out completely.
Now you're finding your sweet spot.
You realized they're halflings and you had to actually shoot a foot shorter.
Barristan, you're up.
There's still a guy next to me, isn't there?
Oh, there's still that guy trying to club you, yep.
He's
I'll
still
attack.
there?
I know it'll be with disadvantage, but let's just see here. Let's see. So attack the mace, disadvantage.
That's a no.
No, that's a miss. Yeah.
Krug, give me that nat 20, buddy.
The other half, because it was on my way before, baby. Oh no.
You're snoozing it up. You would have been long dead if Buddy didn't call to
That
take
was
them
lethal
prisoner.
damage?
If he didn't give the order to take them alive, you would have been dead like forever ago. Painful Howler steps up. Whoops, almost rolled at normal. Disadvantage.
A natty 1.
Okay, because of the nat 1, I'm going to make him make a normal dex check to prevent from slipping into the acid. So he needs a DC 12 dex.
That makes sense.
He got a 13. So he didn't. He caught his footing before he slipped into that acid. Okay, the other one takes off in the distance. You hear more clanging and banging and things coming to the far west. This is the one in the dark next to you guys. A 1 is Thorin. Oh, that's a 1. So attack with disadvantage in the dark.
That hits pretty well.
Yeah,
This guy hits really well in the dark.
He's a really
this guy's a good.
I know.
Guy.
Okay, so I gotta quickly check something here. What do we got? We got that. We need... Ooh, chances of that is pretty slim. I'm rolling something. I should have actually rolled with advantage, technically. I'm just gonna roll it.
This is effectively like the first room of like this entire dungeon, and we're fighting for our lives.
Well,
All are fighting for your lives. I'm ready to have the count.
Yeah, sure, you're having a good nap.
Thorin, you're up.
I actually have to try and heal myself for this one.
Well, I mean, how many guys? Because it said like I can try healing you, Oh, there's 2 more guys there, so...
Yeah, not if the dark ninja next to you keeps swinging. You can't. I'm gonna try.
Well, he
myself.
goes after me, though. So, I mean, I'm full health, so I can spend my turn healing you if you want, unless you really want to heal yourself.
The thing is, if I heal myself, I can go another 5-6 rounds. If you get hit bad,
True.
you could be done.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to give it a go.
Yeah, keeping yourselves up is crucial here. Oh, you got it. All right, roll a d6. 1, 2,
Nice.
3, 4, 5.
All right, see, now I'm good for a bit, and we can... I'll just maintain this corner in the deck.
Okay. Wow. Okay, Zale, you're up. Wow, how
Okay,
this battle
let's shoot
turned.
at a painful howler.
Oh, Zale's got this now.
Oh, Zale.
Yeah, you got to try.
We just needed Zale hitting. Look at the damage you're putting.
I just needed to lure them into a false sense of security.
Jeez. Barrison, you're up. There's only one hostile left, and he's the one to your right swinging at you in the dark.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez. I'll just take a swing at him then. Oh, wait, there's only one hostile left. Give me a moment. 1, 2. Oh, 2.
Yeah, you can make it the Grug.
Hey, make the Krug. I'm going to attempt to heal you. Okay, I'm going to... Come on. Don't flub this. Okay. You're up either way. Let's see how much health you get. Woo! It's like I never got hurt. Max health. So I sort of go over as I hear like the noise die down and see the light, see Krug down. I say like, oh, "Your story is not over yet." I sort of lay my hands on him and sort of like heal him to full health.
He's just unconscious, surrounded by bodies, blood pouring out of his head. And you heal it up, and Krug, your eyes open.
We left one for you back there. I'll sort of point back where I came from.
Krug.
You hear? You left him here?
Sorry, Krug is. Oh, where's the
You were
light?
dragging the light source. I had to move it. That's all.
Okay.
Hello, that's me. Hey. It's Thorin.
Okay, I can't see anything over here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know there's no light source.
Okay, technically your
thing.
movement was 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you got here, where are you going?
Yeah.
You know the trap is one step to the right.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna go towards the trap.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 2 more movements that you could go south. Do you want to try them or not?
Yeah. 1, 2.
What is happening here? The screen is all glitched out.
You should have bumped into the guy, wouldn't he?
If you go 2 more, no, you'd have to push past Thorin, and then you're in the same spot that Barristan was in.
Okay, so you can hit the guy.
Technically, you can, yeah. You hear, like, next to you, the breathing of a halfling.
I'm going to swing my axe wildly.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez. It's a disadvantage attack.
Come on, I want this to hit with disadvantage. Oh!
18 with disadvantage.
Oh!
Yep. And a 5.
That's enough to take him out.
And it's a 5. You got him.
Oh, you got a nice big hit at the end.
Okay. With that, you do hear the banging and clanging coming from the far west still, but we will continue our initiative order for now. Now, let me see.
Did the leader go off, or did we kill him?
Well, from your point of view there, Barristan, you can't see. You thought there was still more left, but you're looking in that room. You don't see anymore. But you do hear a bunch of scuffling coming from the far left into the dark that you don't know what that is. I need to try to make this test again with advantage. Here we go. DC is really high, and they fail again. Thorin, you're up.
I'm gonna light a lantern.
All right. All right, let me just.
Holy shit! What did we do?
What?
You are Thorin, right?
Just body of bodies in front of me right now.
Oh, real? It's like,
I'm just gonna light up this torch and then make it invisible just in case you drop it later. Okay. All right, you look around. There's bodies everywhere, especially right here. There's a lot of bodies in this tight little corner, and there's a body.
I'm just gonna step up to this this square right here, and I'm like a foot taller because I'm on this mound of dead halflings, and just sort of get my bearings.
Okay.
Is that it? Did we get them?
don't believe the leader counts among their fallen.
And you're hearing
Best we
banging
move on.
and a lot of noise to the west.
Okay. Are we sort of in initiative? I just want to.
Yeah, I'm just same as it, because even in crawling there'd be initiative, but I'm keeping it in this because I need to know the actions of just temporarily. So we're still technically kind of in combat initiative for now, for reasons. But Seal, you're up.
The acid is these 4?
No, these 4 here.
Okay.
There's enough
So
room to
down.
come in. Yeah.
Over. Oh, sorry. I'm not moving that much. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, jeez.
Try to pick up your torch along the way so you can relight it.
I did the spinneroonie. I don't know how to fix that.
I don't either. How the frick did you do it? Is it alt? Oh, geez, no. Oh, great.
Sales drunk.
I'll look it up later.
I'm getting my torch.
Or you can Google it in your free time. Johnny, how to rotate tokens in Foundry. Anything else for an action?
Is getting my torch an action?
Picking it up off the ground? No.
Yeah.
It's control. Control and spin the mouse wheel will fix your token.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there. 6. And I can use my second action as a move, right?
You can move again, or you could do like search or something, or like investigate, blah blah blah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to get cover behind that.
Okay, it's a pillar. And I'm saying in the center there's still 3 more torches in the center. This is what they're giving off that light source, you see?
Okay.
They were basically had a small little bonfire going. So just for your record, there's 3 more torches going there. But they're probably going to expire soon. Barristan, you're up.
May as well just take this torch with us. It's already lit.
Um,
although that's the only light source here, actually. So no, I'm going to attempt to cast light on my shield again. Let's see here. It's light.
I was supposed to drag your torch over to that torch. I forgot. So for now, I'm going to move this. You took this light source with you, right? Well, it just went out.
I took a light source with me.
That one that you picked up off the ground back here, it just went
Yeah,
out.
that was already gone out. That was gone out. That was the one that went out earlier.
Yeah. Well, can I take this one right here then?
As you went by, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just drag it
I'll
on.
be right back. I'll roll to the bathroom.
Yeah. My light spell worked, so you can turn that on again. Or wait.
All right, I'll just turn it on now. Okay, there you go. I got a token hidden in the distance with it as well.
Yeah. Okay, and now I'm going to move
You guys are doing.
into the room.
I can't believe you got there. We'll discuss that later. Let's keep it the game.
Are we moving in initiative order still?
Yes.
I'm just trying to count my movement. Sorry. So I was there. Okay, so. Okay. So what am I seeing there, actually? Oh, wait. Am I seeing more howlers?
You are seeing, from your point of view, 3 howlers plus the leader, so a total of 4 of them. And they're glancing back over their shoulder as they see you coming. And you can't see what they're fooling with, but they're like pulling off planks and big pieces of metal and throwing it across the floor behind them. Okay.
Yeah, as I sort of say that, We tried to be peaceful. You chose violence. Remember that.
Nice. Krug, you're up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is back to where I was, correct?
Yes.
right,
Almost.
so-
Almost. I think you were right here, but yeah.
I think it was one over.
Around me are a bunch of the dead howlers, correct?
Yep.
I would like to do something for my action.
Throw 'em.
Sure.
Nope. I'm going to bend down to one of them that's next to me. That is somewhat intact, not the one I bisected.
Yeah.
The other one, I want to cut its head off.
Ugh. Okay. Easy enough done with a big axe like you have.
There goes diplomacy.
And then I'm going to affix its head to the back of my axe.
Oh, jeez. Okay, that would take your turn for sure, but you did it. All right. So now that we're back to the game master turn, what I'm going to say
That one was named Glad. I know you get that reference, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. You see all the banging sound effects stop as these remaining halflings step forward. You are quite capable. Enough. Let us talk.
Oh, now you wish to talk. How incredibly convenient for you.
We have something to offer you as you do to us. Do we barter or do you die? And he
Sort of like
he draws
slightly over my...
he draws his bastard sword. He's wearing chainmail
Yeah.
armor as well, I'll point out.
Yeah, I'll give a slight glance, not enough to sort of take my eye off these guys, at the others to sort of see what they wish to do.
I have
Still not
finished.
quite sure how the talking and initiative works in this.
You look back to see how we're feeling, and you just see Krug affixing one of their heads to the back of his axe.
It's pretty gross.
Well, why did you start with what you have to offer?
You can talk. I will say I will give everybody else an action now if you want to move up and try to get in position or whatever.
Oh, Krug is moving. He's not
So,
listening
like,
to the
I know
cozy of the
Thorin, you
things
might
for it.
want to get in on the conversation. So if you want to take a double move, you can move up to 12 squares. And same with you, Krug, you can move up, but you can't get within more than 3 squares of these guys. So don't get closer than this, or it's probably going to be considered hostile.
My action, I'm already in the room. I'm going to look around the room for anything of any dangerous trap-looking areas.
Looking for traps.
Yeah.
Okay, room 4. Okay, give me a wisdom check as you search around. Well, with a bad roll like that, you're not really making out anything
Yeah.
out of the ordinary, and there's a lot of blood in here and a mess. There's a lot of like debris around the floor. Like I said, they were eating like fish bones and all kinds of stuff like that. So it's a huge mess to pull through. Probably a bunch of feces around too. So it's pretty nasty here. Okay, so temporarily we're gonna go out of combat for dialogue for now. All right. So
In that case, I'll say they fought us out of fear to their folly. There's no need to continue any more violence. Krug, that seemed unnecessary. I am willing to listen to what they have to say.
Krug looks down at you and scowls.
anything? Okay, so with that, the leader says, "Let me start by introducing myself. I am Gordok Brieg. I lead the Howlers," as he gestures to those next to him. "We will agree to provide you with valuable information that you will need to navigate these ruins in exchange for the head of the leader of the bitter malts.
As soon as he says head, Krug flips his axe in his hand. So the head is facing towards them now, not away.
Now, what do you know of the corruption, as that seemed to be a bit of a sore spot when it got mentioned?
That's a part of the information that I will give you if you bring me your head. The source of all. As he looks around at the slick walls.
Is there any type of insight check I can make to see if the information he's going to give us is actually going to be truthful? Is he being true to his word that the information he's going to give us is actually valuable?
Sure.
Or is it going to be essence?
Insight's normally
Is it wisdom or intelligence? I can't remember.
I'm surprised they're keeping cool with me flipping the head towards them.
Well, to be
They weren't
fair,
that close.
you also just I know that was brutal, but at the same time, he's looking at a hallway filled with the corpses of his guys with arrows and decapitations and everything. So he's kind of... This guy looks very crazed. You can tell, his eyes are a little bit deformed and he looks a bit batshit nuts.
It's not all there, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I'll give you a see what looking at your dice roll. I'm going to make it... I'll make it just be normal, even though he's a bit crazy.
That's a 12, okay.
Yeah.
13.
At this point, you're looking at him. He's obviously... You're seeing a little bit of psychoticness in him. He's just not right in the head, but you can't pick up on what that is. You can't read minds or anything. But all that being said, you do get the vibe that he is telling the truth, and he will probably honor his deal. At this point, he wants to make a deal for his life, and he clearly doesn't like the bitter molds. And a bit of information for the head of his rival. Seems like something he'll do.
Okay, so I'll sort of lean into Thorm a little bit and just say, despite the hostility and that he's shown so far, I believe the information he has may be valuable. I believe he will honor the agreement.
Well, I have no urge to take someone's head and deliver it like a prize, but it appears our friend doesn't have any issues with that. So if you believe them to be true, then I will agree to it. What say the rest of you?
Krug is going to turn and look at Zane. He doesn't even look at the other two. He just looks to Zane.
For the update, my name is Zale. My torch's name is
sorry.
Zane, apparently.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'll look at Zane.
Zane is the torch?
Yeah, Zane is the torch. Kind of was confused.
My bad.
Zale's gonna look hesitant for a minute and just give him a nod.
As soon as Zale gives him a nod, Krug will drop his axe to the drop the axe down, grab it by the hilt, and put the butt end of it onto the ground, and just rest his head on top of the Howler's skull, pointing it at the distracted one. As he's no longer gripping it in a menacing way, he's just petting their dead friend's head on top of his axe.
And one of them looks really remorseful anyway.
You guys and the automatic names. It adds a bit of fun to it.
To be fair, the automatic names in this were perfect so far.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So with that, Gorlock takes a step forward, puts away his blade. Very well. We will await you here, for this is our safest area. Proceed that way. And he points back to the direction that you came. That way and head south. There you'll find the bitter molds. Bring me her head. She goes by the name of Plogrina. You can't miss her.
And what
Are
of
they
this
living?
corruption?
He looks at you a bit confused by your question.
Which one of us?
Barristan. And you said what?
Said you, when we mentioned we would seek out the source of the corruption, you seemed to be not pleased to hear that. Why?
I will inform you of what the source is, but you will do nothing to it.
Speak.
As I stated, bring me your head and I'll tell you more.
So you're not giving us any information at all until we do what you want us to do?
Exactly. Other than you can find her to the southeast. Far southeast.
Are they living?
Yes. If you could call it that.
Okay, so what are they?
They've also been influenced by the source that controls this place.
If you do not wish us to do harm to this source, you should enlighten us to what it is, so we can best avoid it.
Just don't go west. With your previous insight roll as well, carrying over, you can clearly see he's very protective over whatever this source is, and he's afraid that you're going to do something to it. So he's not spilling any beans here.
I am curious. Why is it that you hate the bitter mold so much, to bear such a grudge? What ill did they do to you and yours?
Bring me the head and I'll give you your answer. It says to answer that I would need to reveal the source, and I don't know if I can trust you enough yet.
Maybe we should talk to the bitter molds.
And he puts his hand back on his blade. He didn't like that comment.
He could not like that comment.
As soon as he puts his hand back on his blade, I'll point my axe to him, and then I grip it.
He does not look intimidated. The other three howlers, they're kind of intimidated in the background. He doesn't.
I'm going to say less to him and more to the party. This guy just tried to kill us all, and now he's trying to get us to do his dirty work. No questions asked.
Krug's gonna grip his axe in a battle stance, and he's gonna look back to Zale, as in looking at you in a go or stop kind of mentality.
We were going to search these ruins anyway, with or without them. It doesn't appear they're going to leave this spot. If we find something more interesting on the other end with the bitter molds, then we'll make a different decision. I see no reason to keep this conflict up here, or delay any further.
Fair enough.
I'll go along with that.
Let us move on.
We'll await you here. And with that, he did just kind of... Once you guys start to step back a bit, they're going to make their way just around their campfire here.
As Krug walks away, he's gonna he wants to make sure it's within earshot. He's gonna find one of the howlers, and he's gonna spit on it, look back at him, and goes, "Cowards," and then keep walking.
Nice.
My Twitch.
I want to point
is
out.
not coming with me.
No, I want to point out before you all leave, because you all spent a bit of time in that room. I will describe something now that you had more of a light source in there. One thing I skipped over because you couldn't see it last time. There are 6 stone pillars in the room. Their surfaces were chiseled with intricate spiraling writing and mysterious imagery. Also, the room is saturated with a pungent aroma of wet dog and a faint hint of brimstone, adding to the unsettling ambience of this area. Do you all depart from this room?
These guys aren't going to tell us anything else, so
Yeah.
Okay.
so we depart.
So, right now, what do we got going? We just got the shield and the oil flask, right?
My lantern's going, yeah. Well,
Yep.
the oil flask.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to clear the tracker. Let me just pause the game real quick.
In that case, Eddie, before I stepped away, because I went to pick up a torch that was about to go out, can I grab one of those torches from that center brazier?
You're going to take, as you leave, you're going to take one of their 3 remaining torches?
Yes.
Sure, I'll say you can take it. They won't push back too much. Okay, just rolling for the crawling order. And then I'm going to give you a torch there, Zale. Let's get back into the start of this. Starts with me. Nope, Krug, you're up first.
And I have been right next to the party before we start.
Sure, yeah.
That's where I'm gonna move.
Into the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Is that statue still singing?
Oh, yeah.
Can I hear, like, how close to it is me? To it
It's
am
about,
I?
you hear it roughly about 10 feet ahead of you. There's a lot. You guys are using 3 light sources. But
We got a lot of light.
one of them was free, so, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
No. 6.
So you
1.
walk by the screaming, singing statue as it continues to belt
I'm
out
gonna go
its
back to
song.
the swinging statue here, and I'm gonna take out something from my bag and try to cram it in.
Well, you kept the rock, didn't you?
Yeah, but is it just a shitty rock?
Yeah, it looks like a normal rock you pick up off the ground.
Stick the rock back in it.
You shove it in there and it stops. All right, Thorin, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna click on myself and move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright.
All right, from your line of sight there off to the west, what bit you could see is you see the flooring in there begins to change. The chamber floor bears this striking, swooping compass rose carving. Its intricate design a stark contrast to the eerie surroundings. While scattered bones, some gnawed clean, litter the ground as ominous remnants of those who have ventured here before. And the northern side of the room has a simple door. Kind of see something in the center of the room, but you can't quite make it out yet from that angle that you have there. And other than that, that's what you can make out. Barristan?
Okay, moving forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. I'll keep moving. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now that we're all together, Zeo's to say we should watch this area for trap or ambush on the way back.
That's my movement there. Oh, and do I see
from,
something?
With that angle, I'll say that you could see the body of something on the floor, not moving. Look.
See a figure. Still be cautious.
Krug,
That's my turn, though. I had to use all my movement just to get up there.
Krug, you're up.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
So that's your 6.
Oh.
Can I perceive in?
I'll say for being that close, you see it looks like... let's see. In the center of the room, a lifeless halfling body lies splayed out. Its fingers tightly clutching a mysterious silver item. And I will also point out the door to the north side of the room seems to be smeared in ash. You still can take an action or another move. That was just general perception. Like, that wasn't an action to look at that. So you can either move further or just...
No, I can't see anything. I'm gonna wait here.
Okay. You're just gonna
You
hold
can
on.
go further and take the item from the corpse's hand.
Nudge, nudge.
But it is your choice, of course.
You know what? I'm gonna take a step forward,
Yeah.
and I see there's something in his hand, right?
It is a tightly clutching a mysterious silvery item.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna take my axe and cut his hand off.
Yeah, and sprawling across the floor, you see a silver dagger.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah, it's free to pick it up.
Mhm.
You pick it up. Roll a D100 for me. The percentile's in the bottom right of the tracker there.
That's an 86.
You take
Good.
You
That seems
take
like a good number.
you take 86 damage.
Oh,
I am dead.
What?
As he bends down and he picks up the silvery dagger.
Serious.
As soon
Oh,
as
you were joking.
I am not joking. As he touches it, you just see immediately, and he just falls and face plants, but his hand is clutched with that dagger in his hand. Moving on, Zale.
Okay, so he's gonna strut that around the corner. What the
Do
hell?
not touch the dagger.
Don't touch the dagger.
So okay, I had a clear view. What did I see happen?
Exactly what I said.
Technically, I know what happened. What did I see happen?
He chopped the hand off, so the dagger went sprawling on the floor. He bent over and picked up, and his moment that he clutched the handle of the silver dagger, he immediately just let me just quickly see if there's a further description here.
Like percentile.
No, you just see him go almost like his brain shut off, and he lets out a bit of a grunt, and it falls to the ground with taking 86 points of damage.
So,
Wrest the dagger from his palm.
okay, so a free action. I'm gonna give his hand a little. See if he drops it.
No, it's pretty clutched on there.
Okay, so my second actual action, I'm gonna kneel down, take out an arrow, and I'm gonna without touching it with my hand, I'm gonna try to like pry the back of the arrow in, not the sharp part, and like pry it out of his hands.
I'm gonna make that be a hard dexterity check.
Dex check.
So 15.
That's it.
So you take your action, you're trying to pry, and it's really like it's almost like he has a morbid kind of what's it called? When the
Rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis.
like a rigor mortis death grip on this dagger, and it ain't coming off, from what you can tell. Maybe you might be able to get it with a bit more practice or time, but Thorin, you're out.
I can't get it. He can't release it. Yeah. Anyways.
So just for clarification, like
You need a third description?
no. But I just want to make sure, like, he's not dead. He's just
No, he's
like,
dead.
He's dead.
As soon as I come to his turn, I'm rolling his con to see how many rounds
Oh no,
he
but
can
I'm gonna say
survive.
we still have an opportunity to get him up.
It's not like 5e where he takes so much.
No,
damage.
no,
Yeah,
there's-
that's what I want to clarify. Okay, that's what I want to clarify. Like, he's not a corpse already.
No, there's
Okay.
no instant kill in this, by the way. Considering some characters only have 1 HP, it would be pretty ridiculous to have an instant kill.
Well, this is why I wasn't
I'm
sure,
going to
because
attempt to
I didn't
heal
think
him
anything would do 86
because-
points of damage this early.
Clock's ticking on
Whatever.
the light. I'm just gonna run over past him, not touching the dagger.
Yep.
And gonna give kind of a barrister a side eye. You know, stop looking at traps and leading us into them. And going to try and cure him, even though he's holding the dagger. I'm not sure if it'll work, but I'll give it a go.
You're just going to touch him, not the dagger, obviously, and just heal him.
Oh yeah, touching him on his forehead.
Yep.
Not touching
I mean,
him.
Okay, go for it.
Well, that's a failure. Now,
Oh,
do you still have
do
that
we-
luck?
yeah, you do have a luck. Spend the
Anya?
luck. I don't have any luck.
Does
I don't
anybody
have
have any
any luck.
lucks?
I don't have any luck.
I think
Oh.
luck is all gone.
Well, then I'm out of cure wounds.
Okay, I have a
That's
cure.
all I could do. I have nothing left to give.
All right, you try to reach for your magic, and
I want to ask.
with
I
that-
killed 2 halflings with 1 arrow. Can I have a luck?
no, I kind of made the critical effect do that.
Okay.
It was
That's
cool.
why I never asked back then. You know.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'll give you another luck yet. But,
Though, I said not for Zale, but I do think it was pretty cool when Krug got up, ran straight into the darkness, and finished off that halfling after being knocked out most of the fight.
no, you guys are fishing a bit. You're fishing a little.
Listen, I'm fine with what's going on right now.
Okay.
I'm not,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
say no.
bragging for
Okay.
nothing.
No
Okay.
luck. No luck right now. No, I'm not gonna say no luck. However, so you try to use your cure wounds, and you feel like the Shadowdark here is just suffocating the light at the moment, and it just flickers, and you're not able to get the spell to complete. Barristan, you are up.
Okay, let's see, I'm going to... Not letting me move there. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna have to step over you. It's not letting me move diagonally.
I will point out, now that you got a light source in here and you can see further south, to the south, a foreboding barricaded door exudes a warm, wet draft, hinting at what lies behind. So down here, there is a door. And it's heavily barricaded.
Focusing on Krug, though.
Yeah, this one blade.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try and revive him and sort of look to the others like, at the moment of his revival, just try to force the dagger out from his palm. Okay, let's try. This is our last heal chance that we have. No whammies, no whammies.
There you go.
Nope. Tis a fail.
I have forgotten how to heal.
No, it's not that you forget. I mean, you try to do the spell, and
but the spell does not find purchase.
Exactly. It's like it's being drowned out by the darkness that corrupts this place.
We're not in combat. Like, does our other action have to be used for movement, or can we do other things?
It has to be movement.
Oh, it has to be movement?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not going to move.
All right, Krug. So I need you to roll a d4 plus your con. Plus or minus your con, depending what you have. What do you have? Okay. So it's a d4 minus 1. To a minimum of 1. To a minimum of 1.
So you have one round to figure this out before Krug dies.
So you can roll now, try to get a nat 20, just to see if you can naturally come up. Oh my god! Never give up! I love it. Alright.
Okay, now, with that, can he throw the dagger in his hands, or can someone else sort of force that, like...
Well, Krug,
I'm not fishing here, but come on, a luck for that. You called the nat 20. He got it.
I think he does need to get a luck for that, rolling that nat 20.
I'll give it to you, but I do feel that that's his luck right there, the nat 20. But either way, sure.
I'm fine with
no,
that being my
Krug.
luck.
You know what? Yeah, Krug, I'll give you a luck. I mean, you've been down and out, but you keep pulling through. So sure, put a luck on Krug. Now, Krug, you have this in your hand. And you're automatically essentially attuned to it or whatever, so you know what it's capable of. Krug, you know it is a dagger named Wraith Bolt, and it is a +1 silver dagger. I think a +1 obviously means it's magical. You know that it will deal a D100 damage to anyone who tries to take it from the previous possessor, dead or alive.
So I know that it's not going to do that to me anymore.
No, as long as you don't try to take it from the previous person who owned it. I will point out that is worth 3 XP.
As soon as I stand up...
For the whole party, not just you, by the way.
Yeah. As I stand up, I am going to point at Bearston. Now, Krug has said one word since we entered this dungeon. He has not spoke to anybody else. He's going to look at Bearston, and in a hushed tone, he's going to look at him and say, "Touch me again, and it will be you joining this one." And I point at the skull on my axe. And then I put the dagger into a sheath in my boot.
Bearson's out here making friends. He's put 2 of his teammates into traps unintentionally. I love it.
Bearson's just going around. You should touch that. You should go there. This looks safe.
Why don't you go first?
Everything is awesome.
I love that you nudged him into it, and then he goes in D100 damage.
I know! Hey, how was I supposed to know touching this dagger would instantly kill him?
I'm guessing the people we're looking for is in the southern room.
It does look heavily barricaded door there, and to the north there's a door, looks like a regular kind of door, but is covered in ash.
And the corruption of what we're looking Sure.
And there was also a, if you remember, I said the floor here has a chamber floor bears a striking, swooping compass rose carving.
Ooh, I want to investigate that.
Okay.
Like, there's a normal compass. Like, again, my character's a sailor. He grew up on the sea. Compass roses are all about navigation. So it's north, south, east, west. Is there anything with this compass rose stands out from, or anything of great notice?
I'll say taking an action to investigate it. It does look like there's something unnatural about it. Like it's not just simply carved into stone. You're picking up on a vibe that it's just not normal stone. I don't know how to... roll an intellect test for me.
I'll point it. This doesn't look normal.
I'll give it a DC...
18.
I didn't even look at what you rolled. I was trying to figure... That's enough. You can make out that there's a magical enchantment on this compass.
There's some sort of enchantment on this compass.
Would myself or Thorum be able to sort of divine what type of enchantment is there? Is that something within our purview?
Not really. I mean, you can make a test as well, but I don't think there's any way that you would know this, even if you pass. There's not.
No, that's fair. I'm not sure what's involved.
It's just you just see this magical compass kind of built into the floor. It looks like it's part of the floor, but now that you closely examine it, it looks like something's there, and something could maybe activate it or trigger it, but you're not exactly sure what. If we had a wizard class here with a roll like that, I would just straight up.
Yeah, I can understand a wizard. I wasn't sure with priests. Would a priest have anything? They don't really have arcane magic; it's more divine, so that's why I wasn't sure.
I could be totally off, but due to the ash on the northern door, what if it's trapped, and we need to turn this compass to be able to open?
And which direction is the compass right now?
The compass is south.
So, when you say south, is north pointing south, or is it just entirely south, or what do you mean south?
Well, it just points in, just like an arrow on it. It just points in only one direction, and it's currently pointing south.
Okay, so the door north, I said, has ash on it. The door to the south, you said, is heavily barricaded?
Yes.
Okay.
So in theory, I'm thinking in order to untrap that door, if it's trapped, this compass needs to point.
And this compass, does it look like we could shift it or move it?
Not really. No, it just looks like an engraving into the stone floor.
Again, I could be totally wrong.
Thorin, you're up.
Upon him saying that, I'm not going to walk over this compass at all, but I am going to see if I can investigate this door of 4 traps.
I'm going to say it's here then. Okay?
Sure.
All right, so give me a intellect test to look. I think it's intellect for traps. No, we said it was wisdom for traps, right?
A wisdom for perception. I'm investigating the door.
Oh, okay.
So that would be intelligence.
Right, yeah. Well, from what you can gather, there's nothing other than that. You can't tell any kind of traps there. Everything looks good.
I'm not much of a lockpick myself, but the door doesn't look trapped.
Would you like to open it or use any of your movement to try to go through it?
Well, I use my action to investigate,
Yeah.
so...
Yes, I mean, you got your movement, and moving through doors is actions, so it's up to you, is all I'm saying.
I said I can try and open it, but I prefer if the rest of you are not stood in front of it when I do. Except for Barristan. He can stay.
Would you like me to open the door? I feel I have a little bit to atone for.
I would like to move out of this room.
Well, Barristan, you can move up because you can move through friendlies and go up and just do the door.
Well, if Barristan is technically next, I am...
Yeah, if you move out of the way, I'll open the door. Because Zale's already a bit back, and...
Okay.
I'll keep some light in the room. I have the lantern.
All right.
I would like to leave this room.
Yeah, I will not open the door When I'm up there, while I'm waiting, I will take a look at the door myself. I know what he did, but just to sort of... And you said there's ash on it. I'd like to get an idea of this ash, like what may have caused to originate that. Can I do a check for that?
Yeah, investigation check as you size up the door closer.
Yeah, so I'm sort of sizing it up, giving you an opportunity to leave, Krug. Ooh, that 20!
Yeah, okay. Well, what you're seeing here is the door. It's a very simple door, and it's simply just ash. Don't pick up anything kind of like magical or anything about it that you can gather. And it's like as if it was smeared on there by somebody's hand. Just in a random kind of pattern.
Okay. And it just seems like standard ash. It doesn't seem like it's like magical. Okay.
Not that you can tell. No, it looks just like regular ash on a door.
Okay. Are there any... I don't know if this is sort of reaching or what, or if this is anything, but like, are there any like rituals I would know that would involve like ash? Like, is it sort of meant to sort of keep away spirits or something like that? Like, there's no like religion skill or anything. I don't know if this is a thing or not. So
no,
like, I did roll a nat 20. So
no, well, for the investigation, yeah. But for that, there may be some different dark rituals out there that involve using ash, but nothing that can pinpoint to this. Just being ash smeared on a door. You've never heard of anything.
Okay.
That
I haven't heard a specific practice or whatnot. Okay, perfect.
No ritual or nothing like from the occult or anything that would do this. Well,
the ash. It seems to have just been placed on it intentionally. What purpose, I do not know. But back up all the same.
All right, everybody. Well, that escalated quickly. So, I just wanted to pause right here now. This is part way through the adventure. This is where we concluded up that particular session. The next part of the session will be available at the end of this video. If it's done at the time of recording this. But otherwise, I just wanted, as usual, I want to give a little bit of my final thoughts on how the game went down and explain why some things were handled the way they were. And so yeah, let's just dive right into it. So if you noticed the battle, they were outnumbered and they were immediately like, oh, we're so dead. And honestly, I thought they were dead too. I thought the party was just going to immediately retreat from the Howlers and just try to run back out of the dungeon, right? Because they're so outnumbered. They didn't. They just fought, held their ground a bit, fought, but then it was clever, and the timing of it and the way everything fell into place was so perfect. They fell back at the exact time. One torch goes out up in the room, which made like a patch of darkness between the tunnel and the campfire, which blocked all that area out and made it so they're like, it kind of worked in their favor, right? There was like a full round where attacks didn't happen, or they did at disadvantage, right? So then they fall back, and as they do, then the second torch goes off in the hallway. So now they're in the darkness, just relying on like nothing. So they started to fall back, and then so their leader's like, we need some light. So he grabs his own torch, right? Throws it in there, and it lands just at the edge of the hallway. Now the cool thing with this is it provided the light to go down the tunnel, but not round the corner. So the players just fell back, and then they realized, hey, we're in a great position. We got Thorn, who's kind of the tank of the party. He's got like 11 hit points and that kind of thing. So he's like the paladin kind of character. He stood his ground there with his other healer behind him. Right? You had Kale the Ranger already far off in the distance, but he could see it. Even though he's in the darkness, you can just picture he's in total darkness, but far in the distance there's a tunnel, and running straight down this tunnel is just all these Howler halflings trying to pile in, so he's just firing now. Granted, he missed his first 4 or 5 shots with bad luck, but then, you know, once he got on fire, started dropping them real quick. But that played a huge factor. It was just, they had to pile in, and I was trying to make, you know, so like following the rules, each person you got to pass through, you got to make a dex check, DC 15 is what it says, and they're trying to pile by. Now there's one thing I did forget, I realized after watching it during editing. Technically, I guess I could have made them, some of the ones in the farther back, do a double move, so that when there was like 6 in front of them, they could do a double move, so 6, then do the dex check so they can start to pile in the room. I didn't even think about that at the time, so technically I might have been able to get a couple more Howlers to squeeze past and get in behind them, but I didn't think at the time. I was thinking, okay, but they can only move 6 squares, they can't move. But either way, not a big deal, still played out great. Now, one thing I wanted to bring up is how I do dice rolls. I know in the game, in the book, core book, it says, you know, if a player search for a trap in an area, they just find it. Which I find weird, because it also says, like under the thief class, that they have advantage when trying to detect traps. So why would you have advantage on a roll when you're trying to detect traps if it says, well, if they look, they just find it, right? So I'm thinking the way it was intended with the core book was if they look in a specific area, which is what I will still do. So if they go up to a, say a door from here out, I think what I'm going to do is, like, if they search the door, then specifically just the door, then I'll let them know if it's trapped, if they take an action to do so. However, if they say, I want to search the area for traps. Now, I usually do a 30-foot radius around them, because that's usually as far as a torch can go. And they'll do a test. I'll set the DC, and then it'll be like, because they're quickly scanning the environment to look around for traps. To me, I think that needs a test. And they'll be like, oh, that flooring over there looks a bit loose. And if they beat the DC, they'll know it. But if they happen to come up to a particular thing, like a statue, and they're like, I want to search this statue for traps, I'll probably just give it to them without a roll. I think that's how I'm going to handle it. You can comment below and let me know how you handle it, but I'm going to try to do that for all the... So I might use a little bit more dice rolling than maybe some other players will, but I don't want everything to be automatic, because there's a lot of things in this that say you have advantage when you're trying, like a lot of classes have advantage when doing something, but yet the book says they just automatically get to do it for free. And I'm like, okay, because it said like a wizard would automatically be able to read the ruins. And I'm like, okay, yeah, most of the time I'll do that. However, there might be a time where I'm like, this is ancient ruins or something like that from long ago, and it might require a test, and I'd only let a wizard do it. So it's a lot of GM judgment here. But I think I'm going to like it mixing between automatic successes when you're very specific, and then rolling when you're doing broad. That's how I'm going to handle it. All right, so last thing I want to discuss here is the dagger situation at the end. Now, after looking back over the book a second time, I'm a little bit confused on how it was supposed to go down, and I think I may have did it a little wrong, because when you're looking at it, let me just pull it out here, pull out my notes. Hold on. Like, the main description for the room got the body there, and it doesn't initially, at least in my description, because I rewrote the descriptions, I didn't have that the body was burnt there. I had it in the dotted notes, which to me the dotted notes means upon further inspection. So the body, then I noticed, recently dead howler, scorched to a crisp. That scorched to a crisp part I missed. So, however, then it just says the wrath bolt, the dagger, deals D100 damage to those who try to take it, but it doesn't say a D100 fire damage. Now, if it would have said a D100 fire damage, then that would have triggered me to know that, hey, this dagger, if you touch it, it explodes into a big burst of fire, and it kills, the person holding it. Which, then I would have handled differently, because then I was thinking, oh, is that why the ash is on the door to the north? Maybe, because, the howler had the dagger, it exploded, and it just littered the room with some bodies or whatever, and then put ash on the door. So there might have been a couple of details I missed here. So my reading of it was like this. It was just a dagger that did a D100 damage, and just because I missed the part that said charred halfling, that one word charred, I kind of overlooked it. And because of that one word charred, now I just thought, oh, well, it's a dagger that when you touch it, it's got a curse on it and it kills you. So that's just how I rolled with it. And I thought the ash on the door was because, now we're going to get into it in the next game, but a minor little spoiler for those coming up, because their party's about to open the door. But I thought that room had ash on it because in that room there's a bowl of ash. So I thought that this room was marked with their hand mark to be like, this is the room of ash, just as a reminder or something like that. I'm like, because I was trying to think, why would this door be marked with ash? Because I didn't realize that maybe there's a fire explosion that comes from the dagger. I didn't connect all that when I was reading it. I think just adding in that it caused a D100 fire damage, or clarifying that the dagger actually explodes with fire, would have helped. But it's kind of on me at the same time for overlooking that little word of charred body or burnt body or whatever, I guess. So either way, it still worked out well. The player survived thanks to a nat 20. It worked out well. I'm going to treat the dagger not as fire from here forward. It's just going to be like a cursed item. Still do the D100 damage, but it's just going to be just a straight heart attack or whatever. something like trauma, like psychic damage or something. And other than that, it should still all work out the same going forward. Alright everybody, the next episode will be here on the screen if it's available at this time. Otherwise, if you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button, comment down below, let me know your thoughts on the adventure, share this with your friends if you want to help this channel grow, and as always, stay in the light.